Howdy, how you doing? You're alright, let me close this window. But I'm also going to talk as well. Oh god, he's seamless, you can do multiple things at the same time. Look at that. Oh, what's going to happen? That's right, they're gone. But yeah, like a certain thing happened to me recently and it's kind of made me think. I went to a casting, a commercial casting on Wednesday. It's a Friday now. God, we're all living in the past. I've just matched with Anna, which is always good news. I went to a commercial casting, and it's always weird going to a commercial casting anyway, because as an actor, commercial casting is never something you actually want to do, it's something you have to do, and you always are required to do things that are, you're up here, and the thing you have to do is down here. I mean, obviously in the casting, what I had to do was, I'll show you now. I'll raise my arm unnaturally high, but the camera will see. That's right, I'm watching an eagle fly away. Now what actually I'm doing is I'm looking at my watch and then, God, I'm going to be late for my train. Better leave. God, it was like you were there. And you were there, because that was the maximum amount of stuff that I did. But you turn up on a commercial casting. It's a bit like, I put this on an Instagram post. It was very clever of me to do so. Actual Joseph Young, if you want to be incredibly disappointed in my actual life, I said that going to a commercial casting is a bit like asking a magician to juggle when he can catch a bullet with his teeth. So it's essentially saying, let me explain the metaphor, I can do so much more, but fine, I'll do this. Oh, that's great. And in the casting, you get taken to a waiting room. It's a bit like a doctor, but you're going to find out that your disease is insecurity, and you get taken into this room and you sort of wait with all the other actors, and I was waiting with these other actors who were much older than me, about 35 years old and above, and I'm already quite jaded about my career. I'm already quite jaded because I've been through a lot. I mean, who else, a 25-year-old who's already been through a court case, and like, I'm already a little bit jaded, but there's still a certain amount of whimsy towards my dream career, which is acting, and now has essentially turned into being a part of the creative industry and creating a story that we can all enjoy or cry at, whether it's good or bad, not up to me. But as you get older, you sort of lose the whimsy, you sort of lose the enjoyment of doing the action, because it's either something that's in the way or you deserve better. And already at commercial casting, you're already thinking that. And there was a guy called Pierre. Now Pierre, imagine early 40s, curly hair, short hair with what are they called? Skin. No, those it's not mutton chops, sideburns. I don't really have them. I mean, look at that. God, reveal the behind the scenes of an actor's face. And he literally went out of his way to be a dick, because there was a bit of confusion going on. The casting director wasn't 100% sure what she wanted, and she kept on changing some of the people. So, okay, you're playing as the business supervisor. There was some apprentice bollocks that they were going for a commercial for a bank. It wasn't the same thing that I was going for. I was going for, what was it, some Belgian media company. I'll probably end up getting it, so I won't bash on it too much, which sounds like I'm going to have a wank over a phone. I don't know where I'm going to go with that one, but I won't go there because it seems a bit dark. He was just being really angry and being really pointlessly rude, and he also announced that his name was Pierre 4 times, which is a bit weird, because I'm 100% sure that it might not actually be Pierre. Yeah, he was just being an absolute dick about it, and he wasn't changing anything. All he was doing, he was changing something. He wasn't changing the situation for a better. It was just making everyone else angry, either angry at the situation or angry at Pierre with his stupid sideburns. And he was just, it was just adding this anger to the room and making everyone else sort of either uncomfortable or angry, and it didn't help anything. There was nothing helped when it was happening, and it just kind of makes me feel, I remember Pierre. I don't remember anyone else. I can't even remember their faces. They were just hollowed out mannequins to me, and that's acting for you. I remember Pierre, but not for a good thing. And it sort of makes me realise that, it really is important how you come across in situations where there might be a certain action required. And if you're going to be a dick, and being a dick doesn't resolve the situation, don't be a dick. be quite happy, be quite nice. So here's an example. I am great. I've recently been hired to direct a short film, which is great news, and we're entering it into a grant competition. And it's always been my thing, where if I'm going to direct, or I'm going to produce, or this is my set, I'm in control of this set, no matter what happens, I will 100% make sure that every single person I work with leaves leaves the set after the end of the day feeling as if they've had a good time minimum. Okay, I spent 4 months doing a show, and I learned a lot from that, because I learned within the second week that maybe, just maybe, you're not going to get the best out of people if they're fucking miserable. And I was only an actor on that set, so it was really useful to learn by watching people be shit. And I always look out for the shit people, because you get to learn, especially if they're in power. Look out for them and learn from them, and learn what not to do, because I promise you, it's so much better than watching someone who's good at their job. It really is. It really is. And I've always gone out of my way to do that, and they've always enjoyed it. Now, if I spent one day, just 1 day, 1 hour being a dick, then it's not. No one's going to want to work with you. No one's going to want to do anything with you. No one's going to want to hang out with you. You're always going to be known, even if it was just an hour of being that dick. And it's the same with being a dick and being untrustworthy and being unkind for no reason. And even to a point, I mean, I say even to a point, this is the biggest thing in the world to me. If I go out on a date and you're rude to a waiter, it doesn't matter if I've had a nice time for the last half an hour and you've giggled at the fact that I've got big lips but you quite like them. Oh, thank you very much. If you're rude to a waiter, you're a dick. Don't be a dick, you dick. I guess what I'm trying to say is... it's really important how you put yourself across. Even if you're naturally a dick, don't be a dick to people who are trying their best in a situation where they might even be completely uncomfortable in any way. So in party situations and in that casting, people who might have been a little bit out of their depth and a little bit more uncomfortable than usual. They're just trying their best, and that's all they can do. And if you're being a dick while they're doing that, then you're just the worst. I said dick a lot. Let's see if this gets unmonetized, like most of my channel. The thing is, here's another interesting thing. There's a chance that someone hasn't watched the rest of this video and they're going to point out that this is a little bit low. And that's going to be the main thing they talk about, because they haven't watched the rest of the video. And I say to that, good sir, fair enough, but I'm fucking knackered and I'll wear whatever I want.